Virgin Galactic SPCE stock, the day we feared, has finally arrived. Virgin Galactic now is plummeting. It could go down now. We've got predictions of a 50 cents level. We've just received some very, very sad news from Virgin Galactic. This is not good at all. We knew it was coming before this news came out. There was several opportunities to trade the stock. Sadly, it's been pulled into the whole GameStop saga. It's been pulled into the gambling saga. It's now become the latest meme stock. Unfortunately, I'm going to share with you some news now, which is terrifying to watch if you are a Virgin Galactic investor. Faraday Future up and down like a yo-yo. Huge YouTubers with millions of subscribers telling you it's all a conspiracy theory. GameStop trending all over the place, going down, no value. And of course, Virgin Galactic has now joined in. Virgin Galactic is now an all-out meme. And what we've got today is the worst news. We knew it was coming, but now it's officially here. People really are reacting to the news. What is the news? Well, we've got the official information out, and I want to thank John Granfor for sending me this information in. I do appreciate it very much indeed. What we've got now is the SEC's formal statement. Essentially, Virgin Galactic has not complied with the rules of the SEC, and it's now about to be delisted. Nothing to really stop it. We're now going to be, of course, moving into that vote. And let me share with you what the news says. On May the 29th, Virgin Galactic received a notice from the New York Stock Exchange that it is no longer in compliance with Section 802.01 of the New York Stock Exchange Listed Company Manual, which requires listed companies to maintain an average closing price per share of at least $1 over 30 consecutive trading day period. We all knew all of this, but now it's official. The stock price is plummeting, very likely to go down to 50 cents. It enters the world of GameStop. It enters the world of FFIE, which has got no value at all. Great shame. On May the 29th, the company notified the New York Stock Exchange of its intent to cure the deficiency and regain compliance. The company made available to its stockholders and filed with the U.S. Securities Commission a definitive proxy statement on Schedule 14A related to the company's 2024 annual meeting of stockbrokers. The proxy statement includes, among other things, a stockholder voting proposal to authorize the company's board of directors to effect a reverse stock split of the company's outstanding shares, blah, 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 par value. We talked about par value before on the show. That's doesn't mean anything. That's just a placeholder. After the annual meeting at a reverse stock split ratio ranging from a whole number between 1 to 2 and 1 to 20, as determined by the board in its discretion. The annual meeting and affects the reverse stock split during the cure period, then the company would expect to regain compliance with Section 802.01C at such time that the trading price per share of common stock promptly exceeds $1 per share and remains above that level for at least 30 trading days thereafter. Let me give you my thoughts on what's going to happen right now. What's going to happen is we're going to have a vote about the stock split. We didn't want to do it, but we have no choice. It's going to happen whether you like it or not. It's also a vote will be on whether Virgin Galactic's directors get pay rises as well. God forbid anyone vote for that. But anyway, what's going to happen is we're going to have a vote. You can't not vote for it right now. You can, but then the company will be delisted and it will be just a junk stock, which it kind of already is. The product is great, but the company are awful. We will get a vote. People will vote it, and this is what's going to happen. It'll go above $1. It'll go way above $1 if we do the 20 to 1 or whatever they might do. It'll go above $1. The trouble is then it will give another opportunity for it to be shorted. It will drop straight back down again. Sadly, I think that a stock that reverse splits, historically, statistically, most will fail after that. We've seen it time and time again. It's a product now. It's become a product, not a business. They've got a product that people want and love and all the rest of it, but the management do not know how to market this company properly. They are very good at wasting money. They have no understanding of the investors. They have abused the investors. Eric Kearney was the worst thing to ever happen to Virgin Galactic. He came from GameStop and was always proud to tell me how it was so exciting with with the short squeeze, and how as a YouTuber, you can be part of all of that. And I just thought, this is ridiculous. I don't want to hear this stuff. I'm not interested in this. I want to buy a great business. And what we've done now is we've driven the company into the ground, or they have. So it's down today. It's gone back down to that same level. It keeps bouncing off this level. So if we look at a little bit more detail now, if we just go into the RSI and we look at, if I just zoom up a little bit, let me just change this screen to give you a better view. A minute. Let me go over to this screen. There we go. Yeah, I'll use that screen just so you can see more of the RSI. There you go. If you see the RSI, you can see it went lower this morning, below the channel. Remember, above that RSI line is overbought, and below it is oversold. It did go lower below the RSI, but it has made no difference. Normally, when a stock goes below the RSI, it does excite some people, particularly on Robinhood, that use it as a trading platform. When it isn't, Robinhood is great, but it's an investment platform just to buy and hold or buy and sell, but not to trade in and out. You don't have enough information. The charts that you have on Robinhood aren't enough to give you all that information, as we've seen earlier from other people trying to manipulate FFIE and thinking they can. It's not enough information. However, when it went below the RSI, it didn't trim up. In fact, it's continued to go down. So this stock now is in total free fall. I wouldn't be surprised if we hit 50 cents. And of course, if we hit 50 cents, yes, the reverse split will save it. But with such negative sentiment now, it'll just be driven back down again. You're handing it to the short sellers. You've made it a meme. You've not managed it properly. No one believes in the management anymore. No one believes in Eric Kearney. I think it's a great shame that this has happened. But there it is. That's where Virgin Galactic is right now. So what do you think? Do you agree with me that Virgin Galactic is finished? Now, if you are an investor, not a gambler, but an investor, and you want to know what the company are saying, what they're doing, the earnings, the charts that Sensei has provided you, the buy orders, the sell, the buy levels, the sell levels, and he's been spot on with this over and over and over again. Sensei's chart success is nearly 100%. It's phenomenal because it's not there to pump the stock. We don't own the stock. I only own the S&P. I only own the S&P. Sensei has what he has, but I only own the S&P. I'm not here to pump anything or dump anything. I'm just here to bring you the news, the facts, and give my investors and people that follow me the best information. So if you want real information, real numbers, real charts, real statistics, real facts, and how you can make money from this business, whether you should even be in it or not, I'll give you all the links above my head. It's martynlucas.com, which is the website which gives you all the links to all the places that I am on, Instagram and Facebook, and all the places where I post content, X, where I have conversations with CEOs and I share information from those that work at the company. Down below in the description and across the top of the description, I will put the playlist, other information, links that you'll find useful. Alpha Spread, where I review all the stocks, get all the value. And while we are on that case, let's just have a quick look at the current short position. Let's see if it's increasing. Let's have a look at it. I'll bring it for you right now. Let's scroll down to the short interest. Here we go. Short interest, yes. We've got a heavy short interest, but not enough to drive a short squeeze. There's not enough. We currently have 26.67. So we are excessive, but with the volume that we have, not enough. We know the famous incident with GameStop. It was 100%. FFIE went to 100%. That's where you really see things moving. 26 is very, very, very shorted. The stock is being driven down, but don't expect a short squeeze at the moment because there's not enough volume. There's no good news. Nobody wants to buy it. No one sees it as a cheap discount. There's no upward momentum. It's just a free for all at the moment. If you look at my alpha spread, you'll see I interviewed here. All my reviews make it here above CNBC. There's Yahoo Finance. They're my reviews all here for you. I had an interview here with one of the world's biggest retail investors, Andy Marsh, who's a CEO of his own company in the UK. He's one of the biggest retail investors in the world for this stock. And there he is. If you want to talk to him and listen to his opinions, you can. I'll give you the link for alpha spread above my head as well. It's on martynlucas.com and you will find alpha spread under the list there. If we look at the sentiment of the stock over the last 90 days, 42% positive. Now it's 48% positive. 7 days, we're now, look at all the negativity coming in. And today, the negativity is 33%. So the volatility score isn't giving me too much information on this at the moment. I don't think many people really care or really talking about it because the latest news is me. No one else is reviewing this stock. Otherwise, it would be here on Alpha Spread. It's not. Mine are always trending because not very many people are talking about the stock right now, unfortunately. So there's no catalyst to take it up. Nothing exciting about the stock at the moment. So above my head, down below, over here, I will put the playlist and further information in the series for Virgin Galactic, and down here, something else I think you might find useful. There we go. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.